All right, let's talk about something. How many business decisions, big or small, are really just a hunch, a gut feeling, a complete guess? Way too many, right? Today we're going to show you how to swap all that guesswork for actual intelligence with a simple guide to market research that honestly can change the whole game.
So let's kick things off with a little something I call the guessing game. It's this trap that so many businesses, maybe even yours, fall right into. It feels natural to just trust your gut, but the stakes are incredibly high. It's a game you might not even know you're playing.
And look, let's be real here for a second. Are you creating products for customers you think are out there? Are you putting messages into the world that you just hope will connect with someone? This is a huge moment of truth for any entrepreneur or creator. Because here's the thing, guessing, it's not a strategy, not even close. A real strategy is a plan, a roadmap to get to a specific goal. Guessing is just, it's crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. It is literally the opposite of a plan.
So, what's the bottom line? When you rely on guesswork, you are taking massive, totally unnecessary risks. You're burning through time, you're burning through money, you're burning out your team, all for ideas that could be total dead ends. But listen, there's a much, much smarter way to do this.
So let's flip this around and talk about that smarter approach. Because if guessing is the problem, then information is the answer. It's really that simple. It's time to stop rolling the dice and start building your decisions on solid ground.
And that smarter way is market research. Now, I know, the term itself can sound a little intimidating, but just look at this definition. This isn't about fancy algorithms or expensive consultants. It's simply about gathering information to lower your business risk. It's the perfect cure for guesswork.
Okay, so even knowing that, market research can still feel kind of big, but I promise you it doesn't have to be. It really just boils down to two very clear, totally manageable paths to get the insight you need to make way better decisions.
And these two paths are way simpler than you think. First up, just ask people. Seriously, don't overcomplicate it. A quick poll on social media, a simple Google form sent to a few potential customers, you would be amazed at the insights you can get. Even just 5 short interviews can show you patterns you never would have seen otherwise. The second path? Look at data that's already out there. Sure, this can mean industry reports, but the real gold, the real secret weapon, is paying close attention to what your competitors are doing.
Which brings me to my absolute favorite part. This is maybe the most powerful, and honestly, the most overlooked, source of market research on the planet. I like to call it the competitor secret. And trust me, this is like getting a masterclass for free.
When it comes to your competitors, there is one golden rule. You ready? Don't ignore them. It is such a massive mistake to just put the blinders on and act like they don't exist, because you're leaving a treasure trove of free information right there on the table.
And this is exactly why. Think about it. Your competitors are spending their own time and their own money to run public experiments for you. Their successes are a roadmap showing you what works. But you want to know what's even more valuable? Their failures. Those are giant flashing warning signs showing you exactly what doesn't work. They dropped a fortune on a marketing campaign that totally bombed. You just learned $1 million lesson for free.
So after all that, what does this all boil down to for you? Well, it means your job, when it comes to research, is actually refreshingly simple. This isn't about reinventing the wheel or anything complicated like that.
Your mission is this simple. First, learn from them. See what they're doing right, and pay even closer attention to where they're falling short. Then, step 2, take everything you've learned and just do it better. Add your unique spin, fix their mistakes, and win over their customers. Now that's a smart strategy.
So, let's wrap this up. You've stopped guessing, you've gathered the information by asking people and by studying the market, the data is right there in front of you. This brings us right back to the start, but now you're coming from a place of power, not just chance. You have the information. So, what's your strategy?